Welcome to our channel, where we delve into the mysteries of history's most notorious figures. Today we explore the chilling tale of Jack the Ripper, the infamous serial killer who terrorized the streets of London in 1888. Jack the Ripper's reign of terror began in the Whitechapel district of London. Over a span of just a few months, he brutally murdered at least 5 women, all of whom were involved in the sex trade. These murders were not only gruesome, but also left the police and the public in a state of fear and confusion. The first known victim was Mary Ann Nichols, found on August 31st, 1888. Her throat had been slashed and her abdomen mutilated. Just a week later, Annie Chapman was discovered with similar injuries. The brutality of these murders suggested a killer with a deep-seated rage and a disturbing level of anatomical knowledge. The press quickly picked up on the story, dubbing the killer Jack the Ripper, after a letter, supposedly from the murderer, was sent to the Central News Agency. This letter, known as the Dear Boss letter, taunted the police and promised more killings. Despite the efforts of the Metropolitan Police, the Ripper eluded capture. The investigation was hampered by a lack of forensic technology and the chaotic nature of the Whitechapel district. Numerous suspects were questioned, but none were definitively linked to the crimes.
Jack the Ripper's identity remains one of the greatest mysteries in criminal history. Over the years, many theories have emerged, ranging from a local butcher to a member of the royal family. However, none have been conclusively proven.
Today, the legend of Jack the Ripper continues to captivate the public's imagination. Tours of the murder sites are popular with tourists, and countless books, movies, and documentaries have been produced about the case. Let's take a closer look at some of the most prominent suspects. One of the earliest suspects was Montague John Druitt, a barrister who was found dead in the Thames shortly after the last murder. Some believe his death was a suicide, driven by guilt. Another suspect was Aaron Kosminski, a Polish barber who was committed to an asylum. Modern DNA analysis has linked him to the crimes, but the evidence remains controversial. The Dear Boss letter, along with the Saucy Jackie postcard and the From Hell letter, are some of the most infamous pieces of correspondence in criminal history. These letters, allegedly from the Ripper himself, taunted the police and described the gruesome details of the murders. The impact of Jack the Ripper on Victorian society was profound. The murders highlighted the stark social inequalities of the time and brought attention to the dire conditions in which many people lived. The case also led to significant changes in policing and forensic science. Let's delve into the details of each murder. After Mary Ann Nichols and Annie Chapman, the next victim was Elizabeth Stride, found on September 30th, 1888. Unlike the others, her body was not mutilated, leading some to believe the Ripper was interrupted. On the same night, Catherine Eddowes was found with severe mutilations, including facial disfigurements. The final canonical victim, Mary Jane Kelly, was discovered on November 9th, 1888 in her room. Her body was horrifically mutilated, indicating the killer had more time to carry out his gruesome work. The police faced numerous challenges in their investigation. The lack of modern forensic techniques, combined with the chaotic environment of Whitechapel, made it difficult to gather evidence. The police also had to contend with false leads and hoaxes, including numerous letters claiming to be from the Ripper. Jack the Ripper's legacy extends beyond the murders. The case has inspired countless works of fiction, from novels to films, and has become a symbol of the dark underbelly of Victorian London. The Ripper's story continues to be a subject of fascination and speculation, reflecting our enduring interest in unsolved mysteries and the macabre. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the dark history of Jack the Ripper. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more true crime stories. Let us know in the comments who you think Jack the Ripper was and what other mysteries you'd like us to explore.